Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 here between the little one and Delphi. And the little one with some micro and an amazing timing push. Absolutely cleaned house last game. I was really impressed. Delphi was as well, throwing the well played. And you see a lot of rage in this game, and it's nice to see. A courteous, hey, good job, chum, good job, old pal. So, anyways, yes, this time game number 2 here. It's a best of 3 series between the little one and Delphi. Game number 2 will be on the Shatter Temple over here in the 3 o'clock position. We do have the little one as a red Terran player, and then up here in the 12 o'clock, Delphi as the pink Zerg player. So obviously, in a best of 3 series, Delphi is going to have to win this game to stay in it. And if the little one can pull out a victory again, then he is going to make a clean sweep here. Little one, of course, coming out with that wall off to start things out. Delphi will be scouting out the little one, and there it is, going just far enough to get that scout. And he will actually just be turning around, not too concerned if the little one figures out where that overlord is coming from, because what he wants to check right now is, hey, the little one, what are you doing? What's your racks timing? Are you going with a 2 racks push? What's going on? Are you going fast gas? These are all things that are absolutely important, very crucial to know, and that is why he is scouting out right now. So he's going to be moving on down with that overlord and bypassing by that racks, and then we will have to see where he decides to go. This is actually a pretty solid spot. If the overlord sits right up here, he cannot be spotted by your opponent, so might as well give that a shot. Clearly now the little one knows where Delphi is, and is he going to be placing building down, or is he just going to delay it? Which one's he going to do? Which one are you going to do, the little one? Let's see some dancing first and foremost. Oh yeah, shake it, little one, shake it. No, not the little one, just the SCV. I don't really want to see. The little one, he seems like a nice guy and all, but so anyways, there is the hatchery. Delphi coming down with 2 more drones in order to stop that SCV from any more harass. And little one knows exactly what's going on, so he is just going to be pulling back home with the scout. He saw the timing of that hatch. It was a 15 hatch, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's a 15 hatch, and Delphi immediately dropping the pool and extractor right after. Now we do have the overlord moving about, and he will be sitting where I suggested he sit. Right up here, nice and tucked away up high where your opponent cannot see you. We got a couple of runes back there. Looks like some broken down runes. We also have a flower right over there, so that's very nice. I wonder if those are tulips or what are those? Does it matter for us? No, it doesn't. Why do you know what tulips are? I don't know. All right, so tonight's been crazy. You guys can probably tell my commentary has been off his hook. And I don't know what it is. So I'm just feeling it today. In a good mood. All right, factory coming on down for the little one right now. He has pulled off of the refinery again, and will we be seeing... Are we going to be seeing them again? Are we going to be seeing the Reaper come back into play? No, firstly, lifting off the Overlord. Wow, he's really doing this just to kill the Overlord. Lifting off the racks, giving his Marines vision of the high ground just to kill that Overlord. Now, it's not a just. Obviously, killing an Overlord's pretty good. But look at this. He's not building any Marines as a result. Now, clearly, he didn't plan on building Marines anyways. But killing off the Overlord, forcing Delphi to build another one to get rid of the supply block there. You can see just starting that. That is nuts. You don't see that every time. Every once in a while, though. And there's a little trick for you Terran players. If you are wondering how to kill off an Overlord that sits right up there, that's how you do it. Early on, lift up a building. Otherwise, you can just give yourself vision from an air unit out of the starport. But lifting off a building will do the trick as well. You could say scan, but what if you don't kill the Overlord before the scan dissipates? Well, then that's a huge waste in most certainty. So we can see right now, Zerglings will be moving out, and they're going to be doing some scouting, checking the front. What they want to see right now is the attachment. They're looking for that attachment. And also, hey, why not scout out a Hellion as well? Unfortunately, though, for these Zerglings, oh, they are so dead. They're so dead. They are nowhere near Metabolic Boost right now. And unfortunately, they can really not do anything as long as the little one is microing properly. And we saw last game, so we know the little one knows how to micro properly. And he's going to be softening up all of these before finishing them off. And unfortunately, Delphi losing every single Zergling. Trying to split them up. Is it really going to make a difference? I don't know. Little one, ew, he's not going to backtrack. Look at that. Oh, that would have been amazing if he'd got the Zergling from the high ground with that Hellion. The little one. Oh, man. Anyway, that's enough gushing over Little One's play thus far. I'm not saying Delphi's bad, but Little One has just been nuts. I don't know. I'm just thoroughly impressed with his play as of late. The past few commentaries that I've done with the Little One in him, he's been doing a fantastic job. We got a couple of Hellions moving across the map. Looks like we will be seeing Reapers again here. So will he be doing that Reaper Hellion push again, or will he be going Hellions in the front, Reapers in the back? Both things are viable. Now, that big, strong push, we saw how effective that was. Unfortunately, for the little one in that push last game, he got hit by some Banelings, but other than that, it was pretty effective. And these 3 Hellions should be going to town on these Zerglings, even with that speed upgrade. The problem is that once you come up against 3+ Hellions, your Zerglings are going to start getting one shot, and then it becomes much more difficult to actually get us around, especially if the Terran player is trying to micro them and splitting up those Hellions properly and trying to get your Zerglings nice and lined up. It's going to be very difficult for you to contend with. Now, in spotting those Hellions, I don't think he spot that Roachborn. He saw the early tech lab, though. Now, he's got a Roach. I don't think he spot the tech lab is what I was going to say. I don't think he spot the Reapers. But he's going to, in response, come out with a Roachborn. We can see that Roachborn coming on through. There's an Evolution Chamber as well. Now, again, this push in particular, the push with Hellions and Reapers, will get demolished by Roaches, absolutely demolished, with the notable exception of the speed advantage between those Hellions and Reapers. They could try to avoid the Roaches as much as possible, but none of these units right here are any good against Roaches at all. So if we get any sizable amount of Roaches out, Delphi might be able to defend, but again, realize the little one has that speed advantage and he could split things up. And here comes the push right now. Reapers and Hellions, just like last time. Hellions protecting the Reapers. Reapers taking out those Spine Crawlers. Both of them trying to deal with the Queens. Neither unit is effective really against the Queen, just like they're not against. And here comes all those Roaches right now. Well, let's see what's going to happen. Where's Workers going? You got a lot roasted right there. Roaches and the Queens will be stopping most of any more damage from happening here. Do we have any harass going on up there? No, we do not. There are the Reapers, and that's the mobility that I was talking about. Look at that. Hellions on the low ground. Reapers trying to harass in the high ground. Those Roaches will stop that from happening, though. Little one forced to push back a bit. He did manage to do quite a bit of economic damage there. Look at that, 12 workers killed. In terms of resources lost, Delphi also quite a bit behind. So not only losing a lot of workers, but overall losing a ton of resources. Roach is sitting on the ledge trying to catch a Reaper or two. Unfortunately, not within range right now. Here comes that Roach counterattack. Little one is aware of that. Oh, no. Little one losing a lot of Reapers. He wasn't paying quite enough attention as he moved out with those Reapers. Ended up taking some pretty heavy losses. Now here comes that counterattack. We do have two bunkers coming up. Lots of Roaches moving out. Speedlings getting ready to engage as well. And one bunker is finished. I don't think the second one's going to finish in time. Here comes that Roach engagement. Marauders are obviously very, very effective. We got some Hellions and Reapers to try to deal with those Speedlings as well. Mass Repair going down in the bunker. Does he keep it up? No, he doesn't. Using the SCVs as a buffer, though, allows those Marauders to stay alive and try to work against those Roaches. But a lot of damage getting dealt right now by Delphi. Delphi doing an absolutely phenomenal job at this counterattack. Good play on your part, sir, indeed. And let's see if he can do any more damage. No, gets mopped up finally. Speedlings and Roach reinforcement, the numbers were not that heavy. Instead, we did see Delphi decide to tech up. Instead of going for super heavy, super strong counter push, he decided to tech up a little bit, try to do a little damage as well. Now let's see if he managed to even things up much at all. It's a little bit better. Not the best, but a little bit better than it was, and that would say, hey, you know, it's probably worth it. Overall, it's probably worth it. Now, what do we have? Speedlings moving across the map, and not much else right now. Again, he is teching up. Level 1 melee upgrade coming on through. We got the double medevac coming out as well. We'll be churning out those Marines and Marauders. Another reactor coming out on that Rax, obviously sticking Marine heavy. He is splashing in those Marauders, though, just to deal with the Roaches, because he did spot Roaches. He wants to make sure he's pretty safe against them. Just Marines won't be the best. Once you start to mass up the Marines, and they got Stim Pack and Combat Shield and everything, then they can do all right against Roaches, but still not the most effective. Roaches definitely do tear through Marines pretty quickly. Secondary push coming out from the little one. Notable advantage, of course, being the fact that he does have these medevacs right now, so we can drop it in the high ground. We got the small Speedling counterattack, but this could actually do a bit of damage right now. There's no units to defend, and SCV sneaking on through. Does it get back up? No, he does not. Doesn't manage to get that depot back up. Speedlings, though, running into the bio, and that'll take care of them pretty quickly. Let's see if we get many worker kills. Yeah, total of 12 worker kills so far, both players even, but look at the big advantage for the little one in terms of total number of units killed. And again, Delphi is a little bit behind overall on resources lost. We got some more Speedlings moving across attack again. He's trying to slow up the little one. He doesn't really want to get hit by that bio right now, so he's trying to keep that bio forced back into the natural expansion to defend against the threat of this counterattack. And this is actually a very strong defensive measure, and if there's something you haven't tried before as a Zerg player, if you fear that a push is coming, sending just a small wave of Zerglings at your opponent's base is a good way to pull them back, and a lot of players will respond that way. If they're fearful of losing, taking economic damage at that expansion, they'll pull back that way. However, now we got Blue Flame Hellions in play, and those will tear through those Zerglings. You saw how quickly there are just 4 left, and those 4 are really not going to do a lot of damage. Here comes a big, strong push. We do have Delphi moving up to infestors, but it looks like he's going to be a little late. Pathogen Gland isn't finished. He's got no infestors in play. He has no infestors to deal with this heavy bio push right now from the little one. Little one push going to be very strong. Will he try to wait for his infestors? Looks like he's trying to buy himself a little bit of time. We'll be trying to get us around, but there's so much bio, and he's been taking so many roach losses. As the bio's been chasing them down, those infestors just about to pop. He will be able to drop some fungal growths right away because those pathogen glands are finished. Let's see if he gets some nice fungal growths plus the rest of those roaches. Oh no! He landed one fungal though. He lost it, but he landed one fungal and again landing one fungal, but losing it right away. The little one sniping those infestors the second they come out, and that's unfortunate. And Delphi, first checking the rocks, wanted to see if there's a third anywhere, roasting that expansion. We've got a few more roaches, a couple more infestors coming out. This is such a strong push, and Delphi seeing the reinforcements, just calling the GG. Fantastic game number 2. Little one managing to do a clean sweep here in this best of 3 series. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Once more, apologies for the lack of post-game recap. It's something I typically almost always do. And by the way, if you're just starting to get into my commentaries here, I started doing the post-game recap after seeing this fantastic caster, Cricket, do it. Much props go out to him. Absolutely phenomenal idea. And you know what? It works pretty well. Lots of people seem to like it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you do enjoy my commentaries. Hopefully you enjoy this game. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, keep watching and keep owning.